You have to be so careful of people that try to chain you to the darkness. And you might be like, well, you know, that's only supervillains. Uh-uh-uh. There are plenty of people who would like you to be right where they are in their own self-created nightmare. And I have said this in previous messages, like, when you choose to be connected to somebody, when you choose to allow people to enter your homes, or you choose to stay at jobs in certain places, you essentially are agreeing to stay in that person's universe, to be in their frequency. You're agreeing to be in that frequency. And if it's not temporary, it will start of influencing your field. And so I really want you to understand that there's a lot of distortion, and the way that this matrix has been functioning has really been in the upside down. Like, we are always like, our society is always trying to control us through biometrics. Now everything is coded, and it's all about control. But what really God wants for us is freedom. And a lot of people, unfortunately, are under this old paradigm, this old world paradigm of control, obligation, duty, whether it's your family, whether it's your parents or your loved ones or your boss. Some people don't want your freedom. They want to control you. They want access to you and your energy and all the benefits that come with it. And they will keep you close to them just so that they can have that, even if they don't like you. As I have said in a previous message, even if it hurts you, even if it drains you and isn't in your best interest. And so they're not afraid of the darkness. A lot of people are not afraid of the darkness. The darkness has become very, very comfortable for a lot of people to be in. And the light, because you have to face yourself and the truth of yourself and everyone and everything around, it becomes a threat. And so if you are shining, if you are light, your light becomes a threat. But at the same time that your light is a threat and they're afraid of it, they still want it. They want the access to it, but they don't want to be you. They don't want to have to do the things that you have to do in order to calibrate your field to be in the light. They don't want to do the hard work. So they want the title, they want the name, but they don't want to do any of the work that really, like, true calibration, organic calibration for your frequency, that it takes for you to really get to that. They just want a fast pass, which is what a lot of this synthetic stuff that we're hearing about now when they're talking about patenting telekinesis and telepathy, which, by the way, is universal, been around for a long time, y'all. It's like people, our scientists are saying they're inventing it. No, but that's a fast pass. That's like a fast pass to ascension, where the real hard work on the synthetic timeline requires you to clear the static in your life and out of yourself. And most people don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. And a lot of people will keep you chained to them, to the darkness, right where they're at. And they will stop you from rising if you let them. They will be content just to have you around, keep you chained to them for the benefits. And they'll be just fine staying static. They'll be just fine with things kind of flatlining, progression and growth flattening out and not happening fast. Like, and some of them just don't have a vision for their life. They've become content with the mundane. They've become content with being controlled. They don't want to have to be challenged or questioned or face themselves or be put in risky situations. And so people will try to anchor you. And not everybody, when you do start rising, wants to clap for you. Not everybody wants to celebrate you when you do start rising, because they know that you're going places where they most likely won't benefit, but also they will lose influence over you and their control over you. It is really sad, y'all, because like I have been in situations where I feel like people, I knew that I think that in their minds they thought they had their best interest for me, but like it really does hurt like when people just want access to me and my light. And I know that they show me, not through their words, but they show me through their actions that they just don't really care for me. Like when I mention different things going on in my life, they don't say, well, how are you doing? Or is there anything I can do to help? Or they just call and check in on me and, see how they can help. Or, even without me saying anything or asking, checking in and saying, hey, how are you feeling? Like those type of people, like you'll tell them things that are going on in your life, troubles that you're having, and they'll loop the conversation right back to what they want to talk about. That's how, like, those are some of the clues, some of the signs that you can really see, like when people really aren't like vibing with you, because like you really can tell when someone really loves you and cares for you. And I'm not just talking about romantic, like I'm talking about people who really value you, or close to you. Like they really care that you feel well. They really care if you're tired. They really care if you're getting troubled, or if you're having hard time processing things that are happening, and they'll take the time, they'll make the time to show you that they appreciate you, to help you think through solutions. um they will be with you, they will hold your hand through it all. And I was just thinking about that, like for a future message, which was, has your tribe is your tribe battle ready? Like I think in 2027 that'll be one of my words, y'all, because like I said, I write the words way in advance. But I don't have too many people who like I would say are battle ready with me or battle worn with me. It's a very, very, very select few people who I know, if it gets real crazy, that they will stand with me and they actually will fight for me even when I'm not fighting for myself. And that's like the number one test for me, is like if you got people in your squad who, despite yourself and that you can't see or be strong enough, but will be strong for you, for your best interest, like how a mother or a father with unconditional love would do, you got a good one, and you should honor and keep them around you. Like that is the opposite of someone chaining you to the darkness. That is someone feeding you and feeding you light and helping you to build your own inner circle in your community, in your family. Excuse me, guys, that was a bad. So, on the flip of that, people that you need to watch out for that may or may not be in your life, people that try to chain you to the darkness, they'll try to keep you small. They also will like say things to invalidate you, say things like you're not going to be able to do this without me. To highlight their importance. They'll talk about how important they are. They'll talk about how, they're the best. They will make you feel like you're in violation when you set boundaries with them, or that you're being ridiculous, or they'll use stuff like, oh, you're always complaining. And like if you're a woman dealing with a man, it might be like, oh, you're emotional, just really like trivializing what you're saying to them about your valid concerns. They'll get uncomfortable when they see you healing, um because they really will not understand um the journey that you're on. They will mock your spirituality. They'll mock your growth. They'll question if you're spiritual, your relationship with God, and it's almost like they want to be married to you in struggle, in lack, in survival. It's kind of like that's the purpose, is that we are a team in survival, and it's you do need a team when you're in survival and struggle, but you should also have a team that is ready to level up with you and grow and thrive, and that is happy for you when you're doing that. That's happy for you when you actually find someone who really loves you, right? In an intimate relationship, and who will help you. You need a babysitter? I'm going to watch your kids for you. I want you to go out there and do your thing. You need time off here. Take that time off. I'm here, you know. Do you need money to hold you over? I got you. I see you're struggling with the bills. Hey, I can spot you. You know. And I was talking to a friend today, and we were talking about how wealth really should flow, and this individual is very just honestly one of the coolest, best individuals I've met in my life. And he was talking about how, you know, he give to others everything when when he already has enough provision, but when he needs more, when you move like that, then if you have a good inner circle of people who really love you in the way that they should, in the state of flow, that they will then give of their cup back into yours. And that's how it should flow in your inner circle. And so I just want to leave you, because I always like to make these actionable. I always like to give you real time, like, applications. What's the one thing you can do today? It's identifying if you do have people who are trying to chain you to the darkness or to a low frequency. And it can not just be people, it could be people, places, and things, right? It could be a job. And so, like, some signs that you can look out for is if your peace is being triggered, if you are confused, if you are in a state of chaos, if you notice that your healing really agitates them, or that you're doing something that you really are passionate about, and they try to pull you off of it, try to pull you to, like, pay more attention to them, or if you're, like, meeting new people and they try to discourage you from meeting new people, and if you're in a relationship, they don't want you to go out, they act jealous and want you to spend time with them, and to not explore, and really to just explore new passions of you, new identities. They get intimidated or threatened by that, or always causing arguments about it. Those are all signs. So that's the one thing I want you to do, is to think about it. And like I always tell you, consult with yourself, consult with your spirit team, pray about it, meditate about it before you go to bed. And when you wake up at night, or if you're journaling, or, you having prompts, like, think about it, and then ask yourself and ask God, what should you do about it? Like, if it's super important, and it's true, your peace is constantly being disrupted, and your well-being is constantly being in question because of this dynamic, then you need to prioritize what are some immediate short-term solution things that you can do to give yourself some stillness and peace. And then you need to think about what your long-term plan is. And there are different levels to this, but honestly, in this new world that we're moving into, you really need to be thinking about your inner circle and getting rid of as much interferences, distractions, static is what I call it, as possible. Just truly and honestly. Um, and like one thing I have decided, y'all, is I'm going to protect my mind, I'm going to protect my peace, and I'm going to protect me first. And it's not like in an ego driven way that I'm saying that. It means that I no longer will give of myself from a place of lack. That when I give, it will be from a place of abundance. And it will be with the expectation that when my cup is getting low, that the people that I'm around will pour into it. And that's how we will flow in the inner circles. I hope that this message is helpful. I hope it's relevant to you. I love you. Have a wonderful night. Peace.